Welcome back to Media Mesh, where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and so much more as we go down the rabbit hole. I do apologize for those who have been, subscribed to the channel. You've been riding with your boy, but I'm back. All right. So, and what better way to come back out of retirement, shall we say, but then to discuss Diddy. Now, again, this is the home for the intelligent dissection of social media. So you may or may not agree. That's totally up to you. But if you're listening up to this point, thank you. Now let's get right down to it. So we're going to get into a few of the comments. But I just want to say one thing. Well, a few things, as a matter of fact. The fact that Diddy is black has a lot of people confused as to where his interest lies. What does that mean? So I'm seeing comments from a lot of, I'm going to assume, black men as saying, oh, this is just another attack on another black billionaire. But the truth of the matter is this: Puffy's wealth, him being a billionaire, only benefits himself and his family. No one else. Last time I checked, there's no schools, there's no programs, there's nothing that we can point to in New York or Miami or LA, wherever his homes are located, where he is actually in the community making an actual difference. So let's just get past the bull crap. And I really want to say something else, but we're too early in this this moment to really get into all that. But yeah, so I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's just stop the foolishness, stop the madness. There are instances where black men, of course, are being attacked and being taken advantage of, but this guy is not one of those. We have to stop looking at people, idolizing them, and assuming because we like their music, we like whatever things that they do to entertain us, and use it as a means to justify or excuse their actions. We all know the saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. These allegations have been going on for years with Diddy. And I'm going to keep it real. Initially, like when he first got started back in the 90s, I was definitely proud of him. Okay? Because, of course, no one really knew to what extent he was doing what. But if you go back into where he really got into the news, where there was quite a few people that was unalived at some party that he threw. Okay, that was about the extent of what I heard what was going on at that time. But now with the, progression of social media, all these different things are coming into play. And then when you look back at a lot of these scenarios with the beef between, him and Tupac and the whole situation with Biggie, and it's just so much, the rabbit hole goes so deep. The thing is that these guys don't understand is that when you get to these elite levels, right? Well, when you're allowed to get to those levels, you have to be very careful as to what you do, because you will not get a pass. Okay, so Clive Davis, and all the other people that's ahead of him and that really kind of paved the way for him, these are things that I believe that he might have picked up from them. These are rituals and practices that they probably broke down to him, like, listen, this is how the game goes. This is how you take advantage of your artists and keep all the money in your pocket, okay? But they're not going to be caught. Not at least not first. You're black, you know what? It's going to be the fall guy. All your dirty deeds are going to be exposed. So why these guys don't use common sense, I don't know. But whatever your vices are, whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever kind of sadistic pleasures that you have, they're going to feed those into the proper time. Very few, if any, successful, quote unquote, successful by this world standards of success that's in the entertainment industry get to retire and live a quiet, happy life on top of their game. He knows exactly what he's done. Whether you or I personally know, this guy knows what he's done. So there's not an ounce of remorse or sadness for Mr. Diddy right now. JayZ is next. All these different people that folks look up to and praise, consider them to be great businessmen. But you have to think about it. How did they get their wealth? How did they get their fame and their success? This guy in particular got his wealth and success off of the back of talented black artists. So black men, so the same black men that's out there talking about, oh, we're taking out another black man. Well, he gained his wealth and his power and influence off of taking the talents of black men and women, exploiting their talents for money, keeping their publishing, paying them pennies. Now, quite a few of them are in the grave. One is in prison. And you know, the odd thing is they all seem to want to seek religion. Mace became a preacher. Shine became Muslim or whatever he got going on. And then obviously the word on the street was that it was actually Diddy who pulled the trigger. Not Shine, but he took the fall. So I'm assuming because they're cool today, he must have broke him off some money. So now he's in Belly, he's doing his thing. But other than that, Craig Mack's in the grave. And if you don't know, but he mentioned that he wanted to actually unalive some record producer, so one can only, conceive that he was talking about Mr. Diddy. But that's years ago. That's over and done with. But the bottom line is, folks, it is what it is. You can't feel sorry for people who don't feel sorry enough for themselves to actually save themselves. This was his choice, as we all have choices. We make decisions every single day. He made a decision to live the lifestyle that he wanted to live. And, whatever the end result will be, that's what's going to be. But I don't hear no more of this, black man attacking black man. He's not what I would consider a pillar in the community to where we should feel outraged or feel like he's being slighted, that they're coming after Diddy with no charges. I mean, whatever they're going to do. Same time, this is all a distraction, yes, because there's some more pressing issues that's going on in the world, but they know a lot of people love entertainment. Hence, I'm even talking about this garbage right now, even though there's a whole situation in Baltimore that we're going to get into on another taping. But the bottom line is, since this is at the forefront of our minds, I just want to come and give us another perspective. You tell me what you think in the comments. Do you feel sorry for Diddy? Do you think he will feel sorry for you? Do you really look at these folks like they're somebody to really even give a second thought to? These people don't care about you, so why are you so invested and putting time and energy into them? So it is what it is. So now and the crazy thing too, like, how are you gonna take off on a plane, I believe with his mom, is all alleged. I don't know who's on the plane, but that's the word. Took off to another country. You left your sons there to get detained by the police for some foolishness that you did. Very telling. Now he walking around looking simple, like somebody gonna feel sorry for you. You don't feel sorry for yourself. Like I said, these are all decisions. He didn't have to get involved with the garbage that he got involved with. And really, I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? We'll see, right? We'll see. Because again, all his houses, all that's in his kids' names, they're smart. They know how to, move around their assets. They know how to allocate homes and different properties, whatever investments in the names of his children. So, hey, at the end of the day, he'll do some jail time. It could be big jail time. We'll see. That's if he gets prosecuted. One never knows. But at the end of the day, this was his choice. So you have to live with your decisions no matter how much money you have. When you make a decision, whatever comes after that, that's just par for the course. He's not exempt because he's your favorite rapper or he's your favorite entertainer. Because like I said again, I definitely was a fan when he first came out with that Bad Boy thing. It was hit. That was everything. 1994, 95, and he had a long run. So he did his thing. He's had a run. Everybody gets a run. But as they say, all good things come to an end. Now, had he kept it strictly with the music and not trying to take advantage of people, not becoming a sexual deviant, but same time, I guess that can happen when you have been exposed to so much. Like when you have so many women, then now allegedly, you start moving into the guys, allegedly. Then you start making people do certain things for a record deal. Oh, you want a record deal? Well, you know what? I'm gonna need you to do this, that, and the fourth. How bad do you want it? Right? So he already has the money, but then he got the power. And we know that power corrupts. It corrupts governments, locally and world governments. So how much more do you think it will corrupt a young brother from Harlem? Okay, or Mount Vernon, wherever you're from, it don't matter. You know, now you're at the top of the world. You have everything. I mean, there was a time he had his restaurants going on, got the clothing line. I ate at Justin's in New York. Okay, I bought Sean John when it was hot, and very nice clothes, by the way. I'll say that. I even bought his cologne. Okay, so I definitely supported this guy because, again, these things didn't really, you know, I mean, if you don't know, you don't know, right? So I'm definitely not a hater, but at this point, I'm just going to call it what it is, and we're just going to call it a spade. We're not going to bullshit. We're just going to keep it 1,000% real. So the next person on the list, hey, I imagine there'll be a time between, now and who knows, next 3 years. Hey, you might see your favorite artist, JayZ. You know, maybe he'll cut those braids. He's looking ridiculous. Who knows? But that's my take on it. Until next time, peace and blessings, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments.